Yo, I've been right, I've been wrong, but I never been good. Game of Thrones do devilish things like only kings could. Tempers like Bigfoot, legendary beast. Versus with your youth like deceptions of a priest, though. Now they call me soulless, I'm so lawless. Trap rap is what you call this. It's just flawless. If skills were valued over beats, dog, I'd be a mogul. You can tell when Tab raps that he's superior to locals. Furious with vocals, I've been illy since the bottom. Once they caught him in, I never got off like Hillary Rodham. It's I do my time, get scrutinized while they euthanize the truth. For me to fall for that too, I got too much pride. I navigate the treachery, traveling through the depths. If they throw dirt upon my name, I throw gravel upon their chest. No success without death to achieve it. I'd slaughter millions, heart stop a bomb dropper like ISIS in the pavilion. What I've seen in my life has driven me to madness. Now I can't help that I'm a savage. You can't take my pain or my scars. I don't feel rain till it pours, but still I could turn your sunshine gray, and your life will fade away. I ain't come to play. I could turn your sunshine gray. I could turn your sunshine gray. So get the fuck up out my way. Never been a saint, been caught up, boxed up, locked up. Lost trust, pray that God was the answer, got up. Lost love, those that cared stranded me in open air. Vultures picking meat off my bones, I scream when no one there. For over years it crushed me, I swear. Now I have no more tears, the only plus, no more fear. I would tussle the polar bear, slap the fuck out of tigers, swimming tanks full of sharks. These are just examples when life dismantles your heart, and you can't hold the candle to what I do with this art. Cause what I do with this shit, I'll forever do in the dark. True, but when I spew, my flow would ruin your arc. Still shining when I'm rhyming, son. Your sight was my coup d'etat. And fuck your Louboutins, cause blood can stain any shoe. Y'all remember pain, but pain will never remember you. So I inflict it. Ain't it sickening? My mind is drifting from the altruistic to sadistic in its condition. What I've seen in my life has driven me to madness. Now I can't help that I'm a savage. You can't take my pain or my scars. I don't feel rain till it pours, but still I could turn your sunshine gray, and your life will fade away. I ain't come to play. I could turn your sunshine gray. I could turn your sunshine gray. So get the fuck up out my way. What I've seen in my life has driven me to madness. Now I can't help that I'm a savage. You can't take my pain or my scars. I don't feel rain till it pours, but still I could turn your sunshine gray, and your life will fade away. I ain't come to play. I could turn your sunshine gray. I could turn your sunshine gray. So get the fuck up out my way.
What's up, Vince? Hit me up, man. Stop being a person missing in action.
MIA, bro?
Yeah.
MIA.
My old boy.
It's your OG baby, Mr. Mike, Turn Up Entertainment. And my co-host.
Rome 1500, your boy is in the building.
In the building, a.k.a. the office. We don't say the studio. It's Thursday night, Thursday morning.
The morning hour is
Thursday
us.
in the city, brotherly love.
That's 60 minutes to talk ish with us, share your opinions and laughter as we do.
Yeah, and this all it is our opinions and our laughter, because we're definitely silly sometimes. So today we talking Black Lives Matter today, Ron.
That's been the hot topic for the last 2 months. Right. They didn't minimize the pandemic.
Yeah, they don't even talk about that shit no more.
We still COVID fighting out here.
Yeah, and you know me, Ron. I consider myself humble and honest. I'm not one of them black people that go along with everything that we fucking do.
No.
We definitely got some fucking double standards with us.
Definitely.
Double fucking standards.
That's the life of black people.
We definitely got some double standards.
Some people only got that. They got that lifestyle where as long as it was good for them, it was all good. But then when they come back around to them, that's the worst thing that could have. No.
Yeah. And the main double standard that we have is violence. Violence. When it's violence against us, we quick to protest all that crazy shit. But yet, we still remain killing each other, wrong. It's fucked up.
But you gotta, in some ways, it became so. I'm trying to think. It's become the norm.
What became the norm, wrong?
For us to just continue to go against each other and not
ready
be
to raise hell when
when
somebody outside the race do it.
right.
But shouldn't that shit? The shit gotta start with us first.
And that's the thing. We need to start doing more correction in our own stuff and taking it back to stuff like, father figures and
Yes.
in-house discipline.
So let's start with that, Ron. That's your small talk, right? Let's start.
Oh yeah.
We gonna raise this thing up. We gonna raise this thing up.
We as a matter of
we can
fact,
share some wisdom with some of our people, and they can see some shit.
we actually gonna start off. Yeah, that was a good one. The father figure, because every person starts with a father.
And that's where even the
A man.
racism start at.
And
At
that
the home.
and that is something that's being taught. People want to walk around and say, "Oh, they were born this way." No, you wasn't. Somebody
raised that.
somebody told you about it. But at the same time, like we were saying, as far as father figures, and as you can probably read in my title, I asked, "Will you sacrifice your life?" It comes a point where, as a man, you have to recognize your responsibility to this child. Now, whether you had this child young or old, your life
Changes.
and
At that
goes
point.
at that point and goes directly to the child that you are conceiving with this woman.
Yeah.
So you have to instill the stuff that's in you into this child.
So your life, so you are now sacrificing.
Right, you sacrifice that. Now, you may be the boy that still wants to go out. But if you know that you have a child on the way, then no, you're not the boy that still can go out.
Or you want those Jordans
Yeah, you can't
for
still.
$165.
You have to sacrifice something.
Now you got to buy $65 sneakers.
Now, some people may be working and they don't have to do that, but materialistic things you may not have to give up. But discipline,
But
order,
something you gonna
respect,
give up.
you're going to have to give that up and start that in some kind of way, because the child is learning from you. That's the first person the child learns from is the parents. So with that being
Especially
said,
young boys, those father figures.
yep. So you are a carbon, that child is a copy of who you are. So is there a situation where, so there won't be a situation like what me and you was talking about with the unrestrainable child towards the police officer.
To the po-po. And once again, that goes back into that father figure. It ain't even gotta be actually the father. It could be the uncle.
Right.
Might be a stranger some goddamn times.
Because nowadays we actually do have kids that move around about in life that don't have a father that's with them. But I can say for myself, being a child that didn't have my father around, he was around, but
He wasn't around.
he had to step off for a minute. But I had a family member, which is my cousin, that
Played that father figure.
I used him as an example on how to learn how to become a father figure. Did I know how to tie? No. Was I mechanically inclined? No. But I still learned how to have respect, take care of the household, be a
Respect
leader,
authority.
a leader in my family for my own child. So it's more than, you can't always use the excuse of, oh, I didn't have a father. Yeah, but you got an uncle, you got a cousin. It's somebody that you can example that life of a father from in your family. It doesn't always have to be somebody on TV, a rapper, an actor, a basketball player. No, that person is in your family. At that particular time, you might not just want to be doing what they doing. You just want to be a hard-headed and do what you want to do. So you're going to knock that person and not be set up in a way where you can see them as an example to enhance your life to being better, something better than what the surroundings is allowing you to be.
That father figure. We all need him somehow, some way. Some young men get the wrong father figures.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And they tell you, the dudes on the streets will tell you real quick. My father figure was the dope man, the hustler, the drug dealers. And that's even deep, because not to say that all of them are bad guys.
There's some structure, but it might not be the structure.
It might be the wrong structure.
Right.
But it's definitely structure there. So what does that lead to? All this ties into Black Lives Matter, as to why we come across some of the situations that we do. And
I think Black lives should matter more to black people.
They got mad with us first.
Yeah.
That's indeed wrong. And like Ron was saying, the father figure. So now you have, I got a good example. I seen it on Facebook, and I know a lot of people seen it. Young black boy getting arrested by 3 white officers. It looked like it was in a mall somewhere. I guess one was like a mall cop. The other 2 were a female, male cop. They were white cops. Young black boy was buck wild. So I'm reading it. I'm reading the comments, checking the video out. And there's a couple of questions. First thing black people want to kick is the racism. And the pedestrian was there. He was videotaping it, and that's just what he was doing. Oh, why are you doing that? That's a kid. Blah, blah, blah. But the kid had no control. You can tell by the way this young man was acting wrong that he had no father figure, at least not in a positive way.
That in-house structure of a male, it didn't show up in this particular child.
That situation.
Yeah.
And the point I'm trying to make is, let's say if he had some discipline, some structure, a male figure, he wouldn't have been so hyped. And I don't think that situation
would have escalated to that point.
The little boy spit on the cop. So when other cops came, they put the mask over him. The mask was see-through. No, I'm sorry. They put a bag over his head. It was see-through. I don't know if it was plastic or not. It probably wasn't. But he could breathe, but he couldn't spit. So the pedestrian went on, blah, blah, blah.
So basically, they just put something over him to contain his mouth.
Because he spit on him.
Right.
So once again, we as black people, when we come across incidents like that, we want to kick the violence against black people thing. When it's violence, but on the same token, in certain situations, Ron, what role do we play in some of these situations when they just escalate?
Well, I mean, first of all, when you, as black people, when you see stuff that happens to like little kids, and then when you see something that happens to George Floyd, it's like you see these accidents or these situations. I ain't say accidents. You see these situations happen so regularly that you just become accustomed to it. Yeah, so it's like
no questions asked.
Right, and where though you should.
And each one is different though.
Right.
Each one definitely is. They're different, but what a lot of them have in common, but actually, I think 99%, it'd be a clash, man. I could think it'd be a life clash.
But that'd be the situation that runs back to, like you said, had this young man had some type of discipline, respect. Nowadays, you would see that you don't want no drama from the cops. They under heavy
under heavy pressure.
Heavy pressure, and so you don't want none. So even like me, I'm to the point now. If I get pulled over, I'm
following the rules.
Yeah, I'm shutting the car off, rolling down all 4 windows, hands on the steering wheel. Already know the procedure. So when they walk up, I'm already in place. So there's no need for you to ask me.
I want no problems.
Right.
You won't be reaching on me, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We setting ourselves up so we don't even want the problem.
Opposed to
this child who's acting out of
he was buck wild.
Out of pocket.
He was buck wild,
and
man.
He's just like,
I only think if it was a black cop, he still would have been acting up. So if it was a black cop, would it have made a difference? Same scenario.
I don't think it would have made a difference because, like I said,
Do you think the kid would have acted up if it was a black cop?
yeah, because what you learn in the house is
What level though?
I still think it would have been that. Just because
I think
it's
he would've
just
too.
because it's a simple fact that it's a police. So like I was getting ready to say, what you learn in the house or don't learn in the house goes with you when you step out the house.
You think he would have spit on the black cop?
Yeah. Yeah, because when you really look at it, it's very few people that have respect for cops. It's more, and it's
But
a lot.
why, though?
It's a lot more people that's actually have respect for cops, but they in fear of the cops.
Don't you think that's part of the problem?
Yeah, that's part of the
Because
problem.
it's like you going in this situation already with a negative attitude, man.
And then also too, you got to think, some of these cops, they not even from the hood. They not. They might. Their work site is in a black neighborhood, but they live somewhere else. So you have no day to day. You have no day to day communication with these people, and then when you go by hearsay, you just going to react to what you hear about black people instead of getting in, mingling with them, trying to understand them. It's a bad communication between the people in the neighborhood and the police officer. Because even like back in the day, when I used to live in South Philly with my grandmother, it used to be a cop that actually walked Point Breeze, and
A beat cop.
right, and
Knew people.
he knew everybody. He could come past, get some water, sit there, bust it up with you. You know, he actually stood on the corner. And a lot of the people came out, talked to him as he walked past. You know, he might have burnt his first 3 hours just because he was well known in the hood, standing around talking.
And you know what? He probably solved a lot of crimes. He probably prevented. He probably could get information. That people tend to talk to cops like that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's a communication that needs to be put back in place. Mm-hmm. It's not. You should not be come to the neighborhood and then your first reaction is, look at these black people standing on the corner with nothing to do.
You want to arrest motherfuckers?
Yeah, like you got the negative. You came in with negative, right? You came
aggressive like a motherfucker.
Negative. So you gonna get a negative response.
Yes. I'm your OG baby, Mr. Mike. This is my co-host.
Rome 1500. Your old boy is in the building.
In the building, a.k.a. the office. Today we talking Black Lives Matter. We talking Black Lives Matters, but it got to start with us, people. It got to start with us. You know, we quick to protest when it's a white person killing a black person, but yet we do that shit all the time to each other. Yes, we do, man. And that's totally one of our double fucking standards. And I hate it because we quick to do that. For example, in Spring Garden, it was a shoot up. I said shoot up, not shoot out.
So that wasn't an accident.
It was a shoot up. That wasn't no shoot out. All right. And this is in the midst of everything we talking about now, and that we trying to prevent.
Let me throw this in there. The reason why you say shoot up, because when you drop 64 bullets,
yes,
they
was shooting that shit up.
Yeah.
Shootout might be about what? Anywhere between 10 to 20. Boom, boom, bang.
You know, I threw 4 at you, you threw 4 back.
They went in Spring Garden, Johnny Blaze, man. And when I seen that, I was like, that's fucked up. And they're the same people that probably tore up the avenue, shit like that.
Probably had a
violence towards us.
Petty disagreement.
Yeah.
But right there.
Innocent bystanders getting caught. Man, this lady bullet came through her window. Boy said her bed was sitting right there.
See?
But Black Lives Matter though. So
we gotta take the initiative to keep respecting each other for other people on the outside to respect us.
Say it again, Ron.
We have to respect each other in our own communities for that to show people on the outside to respect us when they come in the community, and we do have standards and respect for each other.
And that's the one thing The loot in the first day downtown.
Okay.
Okay, I give you that.
You was mad. You was angry.
I give you that even after the fact that no other city besides Minnesota should be fucking looting. That's the only city that should be tearing up their city. Because you know why? It happened in their city.
Okay, good.
That shit ain't happening in Philly. Yes, we protest. We protest and all that crazy shit. But we don't tear up the city. So those same people that you said wrong should be protecting that community, they go tear up the community stores.
And look what happened.
And the dust settled.
And then look, everybody's sweeping up glass. Everybody's, it's not a good look when you ride down a business avenue
and plazas,
and it's all this plywood up against the wood, the windows.
You look crazy shit. All this goddamn plywood.
Yeah,
and
you don't.
In June.
Now it's to the point now. You gotta continue. You gotta to continue business. You gotta spray paint open on the plywood to let people know that you're open.
Black-owned business.
And you don't want to take a chance on your windows getting busted again.
And then peep this. And once again, all this ties into the Black Lives Movement and how sometimes I just truly believe in my heart that we're not there in certain situations can be diffused. Shit just lead up to shit, man.
And
whether it's the way the cop talk to you or whether you want to back down as a man and be like, okay, and it just goes on.
But you got to get to that point where as though you got to diffuse the situation before
you get there.
Right, because right now we under the microscope as angry black people.
Yeah. And so do you think, and let me ask you, not to cut you up, because you said it earlier. Do you think we're going to overplay this shit? Because, black people, we always overplay and run with shit. You think we're going to run with this shit?
Oh, yeah. Every little thing is going to be,
black crime, racism.
No. Understand the situation, try to diffuse it, and then you probably can get a better understanding of each other's point of view if we stop, calm down, be patient, and listen. Because
we always use that shit any fucking way. The one thing when I was young going out there in York Street that I did not like to hear from my friends, especially ones that was going out doing dirt. I ain't knocking them, but they was going out doing dirt. I ain't go. That was my option not to go. That's why I had my own fucking lane.
That's why you here.
Did I go sometimes? Yeah, I wanted to do some mischief. And then it all depends on what they was doing. Certain things, I'm just not going to jail. Bullshit ain't nothing. I had my own fucking mind. You feel me?
But even that right there, it's been some things as a child you're going to do, and you know the risk is getting locked up. But some people will still go.
Yeah.
Because you know why? You will have that mindset of, I'll go, but I'm not getting caught. So you're going to go along because that's the thing to do. That's the peer pressure that's been put on you. But when it pop off, you definitely going to be the one that's trying to get away. Because I've actually followed a lot of things that my friends did, but I didn't get the same.
But you're engaged in.
Right. I was there, did the same thing. But
guess what, though?
I made sure I was able to get away.
But guess what, though, Ron? We just as guilty because we was there.
I know.
Yeah, guilty by association.
So that's why I don't feel as though the 3 officers that was there with I forgot with the white cop, I don't think they should get off as well either.
They not.
They should be penalized just like we just described that. They should be looked upon the same way. Not you don't get a pass because you're a police officer. No, if you was actually doing what you was supposed to do, protect and serve. Here it is, a man that's down, trying to, letting you know that he need air. You're not protecting and you're not serving him.
Him just being like, moving his knee trying to get in. Yeah, that's why I say. And then it's like, how did it get to that point anyway?
My thing is this. I don't know.
Nobody asked that question. Right?
I don't know how it got to that way.
How did it get to that point? You got to rewind the tape. And this is why I say, in my heart, man, I know God, man, a lot of shit can be diffused, man. It really can. How did it even get to that fucking point?
I don't know how it got to that point, but when I look at that picture,
all we see is the scuffle, but we don't know how it got to that point.
No, we don't hear that part. But my thing is this. Like we was talking about before, that is something that's been taught. So him wearing that badge is something that he learned. He learned what he did, or whatever emotions or hatred he had before he got to that. It just got overshadowed by the badge. And when I looked at that picture, what was the worst of it for me was he had his hands in his pocket. Like, I can't understand how you sit there and look at a camera with your hands in your pocket and you know people is watching you and you just look like you chilling. You meant to do that. That's pure hate.
And that man still did not take his knee up.
And when I looked at that, that's the part that just to see him there with his hand in his pocket, just chilling, like that is hatred. That is.
And you know what's crazy? I bet you the more that man was saying I can't breathe, the more he probably putting pressure.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That hatred, that was instilled in him.
Yes, indeed, and it's a known fact that he had a track record. So here it is. You have a collision. I call it a collision in life. And this is what you have. You can have this young man and this young man. They both grown up same age. They're going to have a collision in life. One grown up without the father figure. All he knows is fuck the police because the niggas in the corners actually was his father figure.
And then you got this one who grew up with his father, he's been taught.
He's been taught all his hatred against these certain group of people. He gets a badge. When he gonna say a badge? He gets some position of authority.
With that hatred.
That's a crash course. How many OG baby, Mr. Mike?
Wrong 1500. Your boy is in the building.
Yeah, we come at you every Thursday with hottest topics in the AM, and we definitely got the hot topic today.
We definitely just expressing our opinions,
thoughts, laughters, and all the above about Black Lives Matter. And it got to start with us, people, because we got a double fucking standard when it comes to that shit, man. I'm telling you. We kill each other every day, and we do shit, and it's crazy because the world has been turned upside down for something that's been going on for so long. And I always ask the question, man, how the fuck did they get to that, man? It's deep.
Yeah, it's definitely something.
In the hood is fuck the police. So how you think your attitude going to be when you come across a police officer? The crazy thing is, those same police that you saying fuck, they're going to be the same one that you going to be calling when somebody busting at you, you running down the fucking street. You're going to be happy to see them goddamn police.
They might be the ones that arrest you.
To save your fucking ass.
Right.
Cause you about to be in the basket, dog. You about to be in the coffin.
Because them same bullets that was chasing you, they came from a black hand that was in it came from a gun that was in a black hand.
Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. We're at the bottom of the hour.
Damn, that's
all right. I got to quench my thirst. So you know I got to spin the record. When we come back, we're going to get in the second half, and we're going to talk about the bad cop, good cop, the collision, how bad cops are just fucking things up. And like I said, and we're going to talk about the talk. What's the talk? The talk is, have you had that racist talk with your kids? Are you putting in your kids that all white people are bad, all black people are bad, all Asian people are bad,
all Puerto Rican people are bad?
What is that talk? Hatred is deep, people. Got to keep it moving. A matter of fact, we're going to spin this right here. This is perfect song for this shit right here. All right. Now I got to go quench my thirst.
Shout out to my old boy, B Ward.
B Ward?
Yeah. Rhonda on here with us.
Kill black niggas, then rob them. Then they writing fraud context and the judge is riding. Nah, that's the problem, my brothers. We need to fix the issue. How about a million men marching, holding loaded pistols? What's the difference? Militia and some thug niggas. They take over the federal building and you don't kill them. Let that be us, front page of every news carrier. Bombing blocks like old sage, the move era. Choke my man to his last breath for selling smokes. Shot old head in the back for dodging child support. Damn, the cops out of pocket, they trying to stun our growth. Black lives matter, then sticking together should mean the most. White cop, white cop, white cop. Stop killing black people, this shit gotta stop. Load up the Glocks and send them back shots. Reload, let go, get the coppers off the block. We stand right
here. White I see you, Rhonda. Some power to the people. Yo, I can see Rhonda as one of them
revolutionary.
Yeah, revolutionary, the big ass afro on and shit.
Oh,
looking like a sexy revolution, looking all thick and everything.
Let's jump right into it. Old boy want to get tapped in. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna tap him.
Somebody want to talk to us?
Yeah, my man B.
B, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm your OG, baby, Mr. Mike. Thursday morning, City Brotherly Love. We talk about the hottest topics in the AM with my co-host.
We're on 1500.
Remember, subscribe to the show, people. Subscribe. It's free.
It's free.
FRE.
You know how, hey, look. Black Lives Matter, and you know how we like free stuff.
So Black Lives Matter.
We line up for some free stuff.
Black Lives Matter, man.
Yeah.
We some double standard ass fucking people, man.
Free, we love. So let's subscribe to get on with us, and share your opinions and comments and everything. Have a little laughter with us. You only got 60 minutes. It's the morning hour.
The morning hour. All right, so bad cop versus good cop.
Hold on, let me tap this in.
You tap him in. Mountain Dew. The drink for winners. They're going to sponsor me one day. My inside is going to be yellow. It's going to be green, the green inside, the green old head.
I don't know why it's not tapping in.
You got to wait for him to access.
Oh, all right.
All right, but bad cop versus good cop.
You know they play that good cop, bad cop when you in that room,
yeah.
And they trying to get the story out of you. And
I set my brother up one time, right? We had this dude doing work, right? And I had to describe to him the best way to describe me and my brother. I always say we think a lot. We really fucking do, dog. We just handle things differently.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with me and my brother. We both will be on your ass. Yeah, see, I'm the one that's gonna help you up. My little brother wanna keep stomping. He like, fuck that shit.
I confirm that.
So we always play. So when I describe us to people, I say be good cop, bad cop. I like my little brother wanna fuck you up, but see, I'm the calm one. I wanna talk to you first. But good cop, bad cop. And it's nothing worse than having a cop with a badge that grew up with that racist shit.
And we seeing it play out.
And that's what we see play out every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we had these situations, man. Because it'd be a clash. Especially when it'd be a clash between that bad cop and that dude from the street who don't have no fucking authority, who's saying, fuck the police, blah, blah, blah. Every cop is bad.
I'm trying to think.
And that's why, and when you had that clash, that's why you had that situations, man.
I seen it last night. I think it was the Minnesota chief of police
That sprayed the people?
No. He was saying how he was a black man. He was saying how that they're gonna lay out different laws, different ways to understand, to basically breaking up the old culture that police had. And one of them, he was saying that, they pretty much, by them being in Minnesota, a lot of them is taking the backlash of what these 4 officers did.
Of course.
So it's like, he wanted to put out there that, we still have some good, good men on a team that's, here to, help and serve and protect.
Yeah, because they want to dismantle the whole police force.
Right. So he was saying, they got stuff in place that's going to change the culture inside.
I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's necessary. It's not fair because not all cops are bad, man. And bad cops put everybody in a fucked up situation.
Yeah, but that to me that plays
really do
that really plays into exactly what we was just talking about as far as the disciplined child. If you have that type of discipline and order inside the house, it'll
about going outside.
It'll show up when they step out the house. So I understand what he's saying is we're going to change the culture inside the academy, the district, so that way when they step out, it's a whole different vibe.
So what fucking culture they got right now that they got to change, whereas though they can't figure out these fucking bad cops that be doing shit.
Well, one thing I did hear him say was he's going to do more extensive background checks.
Gots to.
So I mean, I look at it like he's putting in the effort to make sure to try, and that's what we need: a effort and a chance to try for something different.
What about the black cops at these that work at these we're gonna say predominantly white police stations? They stuck in the middle. I would like to talk to. How come we never heard from no black cops? How come we never heard from one black cop from Minnesota that work in that fucking precinct that can discuss if he's seen it? Because if he worked with these white cops, and if it's like that, I'm quite sure that these black cops come across this.
Sometimes that'll be
That's
one
a
of
good
those.
question right there.
Sometimes that'll be one of those situations where public perception is more important. They may not want to put that man on there because he may be under more scrutiny
From the black community.
Right.
But the scrutiny gonna come anyway because the public might not see it, but his fucking friends know he worked there.
But his friends they know he worked there, but they may understand that he's not like them. So
it don't matter. So what do he do?
So you continue to separate yourself.
You keep your mouth shut. So how long can you be? And this not to go back and forth with you, but you know me wrong. I'm always throwing questions out there. So how long do a black man be an officer at a precinct where it's predominantly white, and he know that racism is going on? That he just knows shit's going on.
it may be. All I can say is it may be years, but it may take a situation like this. Unfortunately, it had to lose. A life had to be lost. But,
for it to be brought attention to.
Right.
And
Because,
I asked the question again. How come we haven't heard from not one black person, one black cop that worked at that precinct? Are there any black cops in that precinct?
well, the chief, individuals, I don't know,
But the chief is black.
Yeah.
You know that for a fact.
Yeah, I seen him.
So
He was the one that was saying.
You think he's facing scrutiny?
Yeah, because he was in charge when all of this was going on. But to me, it kind of gives him a little bit of. It gives him light because he probably knew it. He probably knew that this was going on. But you don't. Sometimes when you have an order, he might have been the chief, but they might have had a supervisor over him that was, that was saying, well, keep this in check. Let's minimize
Keep it
it.
in-house.
Right.
I could see that, Ron.
And then you might have like a commissioner that might be over the supervisor.
Then you know what? You know what, Ron? Heads gonna fucking roll, Ron.
Right. So that's why, like he was
Heads
saying,
gonna roll.
the culture inside the building is going to change because if this is a situation that's happened and I'm the chief, then the problems got to start getting corrected going upward, not downward.
Yeah.
It
Because
helps.
they knew.
Right. It probably happened millions of times.
But he never take no life though.
Right. But
All the complaints came in about him.
that comes to that point when you sit there and say, let's sweep it under the rug. Let's shut it up before it becomes a public problem.
And then a life get lost.
Right. So
heads
now
start rolling.
So now all those lumps and bumps that you had under the rug, they coming out.
Though they don't go nowhere.
They coming out.
Just gotta get a bigger rug.
Yeah, they coming out now.
You see the incident where they pushed the old man down?
I didn't see that one.
Well, guess what? At least 5 of those cops, I think it was more than 5, they quit.
Because they knew it was wrong. They knew it was wrong.
See? You see what I'm saying?
So to avoid
all the other this
pressure.
shit is that deep though, because they knew when that shit hit the news, it went viral. People gonna start asking questions. A lot of people just say, "I don't want no part of this, man." And they probably saying this shit is wrong.
But here's the thing.
And they quit. A lot of those officers quit, man.
But they still can get called back. You can quit your job, but you still can get called back.
Will they go back though?
Oh, they what you call those things? Subpoena?
Oh, subpoena?
Yeah,
come to work?
No, to come when it goes to the case.
Oh no, I was talking about the in the incident where they pushed that old man down.
No, I'm saying, but when it goes to that, when it goes all the way up to that,
Yeah.
they can get called back in as witnesses.
Oh, for that incident?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so you can quit your job, but come on in. Come on in for questions.
We actually want to know why you quit anyway.
Right. So it's like you putting yourself in by you quitting, jumping the gun before you need to explain for yourself. It kind of make you look bad.
This shit is deep, man.
This
whole movement.
And the thing about it is, even with all of this going on, it's still stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's just everything ain't being recorded.
Yeah. It's still going on. But you know what's being exposed slowly but for surely? All the bad cops though.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like for a long time they was getting away with that shit, but now that people whipping the cameras out, it's fucked up, man. This shit deep. Cause it definitely, and you would think even stupid ass dumb cops at this point, they will fall back.
No, because as a matter of fact,
you would think they would though. Like I ain't arresting nobody like that, or no, I ain't gonna do that because I'm good. That's why now people are getting fired. Boom, like that.
And the unemployment is is picking up. Because you got so much negativity that you don't want to be exposed to the point that a lot of them probably just walking away. You walking away just to get away from the situation and everything that's going on.
It's deep, people.
And then, but wait,
Sorry, bro, go
it was I was watching because the TV was on mute. I was watching at work, and they was showing I don't know where it was at, but they was showing the Confederate flag.
Oh yeah.
And the boy was kneeling on. He was.
That was in Jersey.
That was in Jersey.
That was in Jersey.
I thought that was down south somewhere.
Yeah. And remember, I'm glad you brought that up. No, that was in Jersey, right across the fucking bridge. And peep this, people. Remember how I was saying earlier about how you put them type people in authoritative positions? One of them was a correctional officer.
So now you know he got stories.
Yes.
You know he got some stories.
He got stories. You know he did some shit. And you know who he gave the pass to? He probably gave to his pass to all them skinhead white folks.
The Aryan brothers.
The Aryan brotherhoods. But he definitely made it hard and difficult for the brothers.
Definitely.
And guess what else? They both got fired.
See?
There's no way in God's green earth that his supervisors did not know that man had some type of racist background or however you want to say it. His supervisor know it. They hung out with him. White boys get drunk and do shit, people.
And
Trust me.
they tell you the truth.
They tell their true colors, man. They get about 25 beers up in them.
A case.
Okay, easy. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's when it all comes out.
That's when it all comes out.
But just like we was talking about earlier, to see, I didn't even know that was in Jersey.
Jersey.
I thought that was somewhere down south. But to know that was in Jersey, and
let you know it's that close.
And to see that took place, like, why are you imitating that horrendous act?
Y'all had the nerve to get an attitude when the people was riding by.
Because
they ain't saying stuff.
That's like, more of those type of people that still live in this country at this day and age, 2020 COVID.
With a Trump poster in the background.
There go the supporters right there.
A Trump poster, the Confederate flag, but they got fired though.
The hate still lives here.
But see, you hurting yourself because now you know what's going to happen. Don't nobody want to touch you now. Your face is on TV. Ain't no job really going to hire you, dog. Nah, you might just go ahead and start your own business.
Nah, see that right there. That'll be the one particular person that will go fishing around that little state or that little township for more people that act just like him.
Well, he got to, Ron, because ain't nobody going to hire that man. It's going to be real hard for him to find a job. Nobody with sense. Maybe he can work and go a factory somewhere with all this other white people. But a business with sense, they seen that man on TV, they don't want, that's a lawsuit.
And that's why even...
Hey, Ron, that's a walking lawsuit, dog.
Definitely. And that's why even like now, after the time that George's family had the funeral and there's still people out there protesting, I'm not one of those people that say it's over, it's done. No, keep on doing it. Keep on doing it, because the only reason why I say keep on doing it, because you still got people with hatred sprinkled here and there. So
they always gonna be around.
Exactly.
We ain't gonna never clear the world of racism, man. That shit ain't going nowhere.
So keep on marching. Keep on.
That's all we can do, Ron.
Keep on standing up for positive. And the thing about it is, what I do like is when the news was actually showing the young black men that was leading the protests in different states. That just, to me, that shows me that, okay,
we got leaders.
Got
leaders. We definitely got leaders, but we need more leaders. We need to get.
It's definitely some people that's young, that's interested in really standing up for the cause.
Oh yeah. But the ignorant ones outnumber them though.
And that's why when I look at the situation like looting wasn't like you said, the first night, okay, we was angry. But then when it goes on for a week, nah.
Man, that's straight up stealing.
And when you start responding that way, it only brings more cops, more of those hidden cops that probably had that hatred out for more of the police brutality that they probably been, hiding. But now they got a reason to come on out and give some of it out.
And that's why we treat y'all like that. Anyway, you're animals.
Right.
You're savage.
But at the same time, you still got a protest going on that didn't have any problems. It was still protests going on in the city that went smooth.
Yeah, it was the other element. They call it the criminal element. Of course, that it was the opportune time. That's all the fuck that was.
And I'm done with that. The whole looting thing was just ridiculous.
Black Lives Matter. It start with us, people. It start with us, man. We gotta get our shit together.
And
we really fucking do, man. We want to walk around here and talk that shit, but yet indeed, we kill each other. We shooting up shit. Black Lives Matter, but yet we got young men shooting up fucking apartment complexes and not keeping in mind that little kids is running around and shit like that. But Black Lives Matter. No father figures for young black angry men that grow up.
And then at the same time, like you were saying, as far as father figures, as men, we gotta put ourselves in a predicament to make sure that we can stay available to our women as well as our children. So, like in my title, it said, "Will you give up your life?" Yeah, I figure as a black man that's in this country, you're gonna have to give up some things, because to maintain order in your house, to maintain a better look in a relationship or marriage, as far as with a female, you got two people. You got a man that starts off respecting his wife. Now they have the children. Now y'all can teach the children how to grow up in 2-parent houses. Not just as always a mother, she got to raise the kid, or just a father who comes and goes. You got 2 adults that's married, that's, making a way for themselves to instill that into their children. So that way, when they step out the house, they are a good representation of where they came from.
Yeah, and hopefully they won't be, and hopefully they don't come across some asshole. Because sometimes you can have that, and an innocent person can get caught up in the whirlwind of somebody else's bullshit in life, a.k.a. A bad cop. All right, but I'm your OG, baby, Mr. Mike.
Rome 1500, your old boy is in the building.
Coming at
chilling.
you every Thursday, the hottest topic.
60 minutes.
Hour.
60 minutes. You with us.
I was venting today. I'm on my black people double standard shit, because that's what we do. Double fucking standard.
We immune to it.
Yeah. But I'll be black till I die. I'll try my best to stay out the way. That's why I live to be 53. I just try my best to stay out the way.
I'm going to stay out of the way of negativity and try to help, whoever need to be helped in a positive way.
Yeah. I would say my role of giving back to neighborhood is, I've been in a lot of young boys' ears. I do.
And
some
okay.
get it, some don't. But
and that's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, because
that's my way of giving
right.
back.
You being a person that, like you just said, in a lot of young boys' ear. What's the type of response that you get, or what do you pick up when you talk to them?
For the most part, I get a good response, because I don't come at the young boys. I talk to them. And to me, that's always the difference in their respect towards you. Whether you come at them or you talk to them. Coming at them is just coming up to them always aggressive.
See that's
always
one.
On some always on some aggressive. They feel disrespected, like
So those is communicative things that we need to.
Who do that? Like,
we need to adjust.
Oh, y'all coming up here all angry, then I come up, I can say the same thing in a more calmer way because I talk to them and they probably respond.
They're gonna be like, yeah, we gonna bang with old head. He cool.
And that's the response I get. And it's crazy because a lot of times that thank you or that appreciation of my words, it usually come after they got booked.
Wow.
After they got booked or something usually happens where, and I can tell because they'll see me, and they'll be smiling, man, and they'll be like, you know what, I fuck with you, mister. And it make me feel good. And some young boys actually, if I approach 5, I would say 4 of them are actually like, listen, but y'all got that one that just give you that crazy ass look.
Like, man, I ain't trying to hear that.
Yup, that's the look they give.
And that's the thing, because a lot of people don't realize that's the one that you probably need to talk to a little bit more.
Yup.
Because we don't understand what situation they went through. And that's why I say the cops now, they don't understand some of the situations that some of these children are in. And instead of coming up with, hey, come here, like you say, aggressive, let me talk to you for a minute.
That shit gotta go both ways.
It does. I'm not sure.
And that's where society's gonna have that battle at. It's gonna be a battle because it gotta go both ways. It's like the cop can't be aggressive, but the people can't be aggressive either because aggression gonna meet aggression. Somebody got to be.
It's a collision, like you said.
It's a fucking collision. All right, people, we got to go. Next Thursday, we back at you. All right.
1500, Mr. Mike. We out. We catch y'all on the comeback.
Peace.
Yeah. Look.